going, guys? Welcome back to Basketball Down Under, and today we have a lot to talk about Mr. Kai Sotto. It's been a couple games since we last spoke about Kai Sotto, and have I been impressed? Yes! Have I also been disappointed with his minutes? Yes. But we've got a lot to dissect today because there's been a lot of exciting information happening about Kai, greatest man, Soto. That sounded a bit weird. Kai Sotto. But if we just have a quick look at his recent games, Kai has been in some very nice form. In two preseason games versus the Perth Wildcats, Kai Sotto played very well. In his first game, he notched a double-double, which was fantastic to see. Second game, he played alright, not as good as the first. But there's a lot to take in from those two games. First of all, we got to see Kai Sotto versus Brady Manek. Brady Manek, North Carolina superstar, playing for the Perth Wildcats in the NBL. Kai Sotto, Adelaide 36Ers, as you already know, and that was a great matchup that I like to see. Manek used his speed against Kai, which was something interesting that we haven't yet experienced. A big guy that can move that quick, but Kai used his size a few times to get himself around Brady Manek. In that first game, he was playing so well, and I just don't know why his coach took him out. It's becoming a bit of a common theme. Kai gets a bit of momentum, he's playing well, he's getting his groove, and then he gets subbed off. That's the game of basketball for you. Good players, when they're in rhythm, do get subbed off, and that's what's going on with Kai. I want to see him play a bit longer when he's finally finding his feet, because it does take him a minute or two to get himself grounded, to make an impact, and look to be on the court for a little bit longer. Game versus Tasmania, he got a block, should have got a nice bucket, I don't know how this one didn't count, and got a couple nice rebounds very early on in the second quarter. He only played 8 minutes for the game, but he played very well and should have gotten more minutes on the court. It's just a shame to see that he's not getting the minutes he deserves. Now, the biggest issue with the minutes is he's backing up Daniel Johnson, literally the greatest center in NBL history. He's been in the league averaging 20 and 10 for like 20 years. It's not going to be easy to get minutes against him. Now, there's been a few times we've seen Kai and Daniel Johnson on the court at the exact same time. That's a very interesting dynamic. It makes them a lot slower, but both of these centers are able to stretch the floor because they can sort of hit the three. Daniel Johnson can consistently hit the three. Kai Sotto somewhat can hit the three, but he's getting better. But the amount of size on the floor when those two guys are running at the same time is fantastic. But the reason why Kai's minutes aren't as good as they should be at this very moment is because they're still experimenting. Adelaide 36Ers are playing Deng Akuth, a new player this season. I don't think he's going to play many minutes in the actual season. And they're also running a small ball lineup with Hiram Harris. We saw that at the end of the season last year. It does work for them, but having a big force with Kai Sotto clogging up the lane is really good for a team. Protects the paint, gives them an option. It's really exciting. The number one key repeating variable that keeps happening is Kai's just not getting enough touches. In my opinion, I see him run up and down. It's like he's doing cardio, and that's not to do with him. As the center, he's not going to be the fastest guy on the court. For his size, he is fast, but the guards are always going to be faster. When they're slowing it down and looking to make a play for Kai, he only gets the ball in the post 1 or 2 times a game. I want to see that get doubled to 4 or 5 times a game. Give him some option because he's got so much length and ability and skill over his opposition that he could really drop 10 to 12 points off just those post looks alone. We did see some exciting things, like there is an inbound lob play for Kai. He's going to be getting some lobs in the season off the inbound pass. That's always exciting to see. And we're getting to see his length on full display with some of those big blocks that he's been going through in this preseason so far. The season is just around the corner, and I reckon once the lineup is finalized, we should see Kai getting 15 to 20 minutes a game. When he's playing very well, I see him playing between 20 and 23 minutes a game. And when he's not playing as well, I can see him playing about 12 minutes. So that 15 to 20 minute average is what I can very much see Kai playing. In my opinion though, Kai really needs to start analysing how Daniel Johnson is playing the game. All basketball competitions, the league is slightly different. When you're playing international basketball to NBL to NBA, the game's different speeds, different styles, where coaches are looking for different things. A guy like Daniel Johnson, who's been in the league for so many years, Kai has been given the blessing to be able to be watching him from the bench prime position. If Kai starts emulating more of Daniel Johnson's movements, we could see him play a lot more minutes. And I definitely see some potential for Kai starting some games. I don't see him starting every single game for this season, but there will be some stretches where we will see Kai suit up in that starting lineup. Him and Daniel Johnson running the 4 and 5 will be very good to see. But overall, I'm liking what I'm seeing on the rebounding end. He's being strong, he's being physical, he's not letting too many offensive rebounds happen from his opposition. He's eating those rebounds up and looking to pass them on. Defensively, he's becoming a big presence in that key, which is fantastic. Offensively, he's just not getting enough touches, and once he gets more touches and more opportunity on the offensive end, we're going to start seeing him score that 20 to 25 points. At the moment, he's only putting up 2, 3, 4, 5 shots a game. He's not going to be able to score that many points. And on a side note, he's feeling pretty confident because he shot the odd 3 ball. He's shooting well at the free throw line. It's very good to see his shooting percentages doing pretty well. There's still definitely room for some improvement though, and if he can show he can consistently splash that 3-ball, hello NBA teams, they're on the radar. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and I'll catch you later.